Well, here we are. It is the Easter bank holiday weekend, which means only two things: DIY and the Classic FM Hall of Fame. And both are going on. I had to pause Classic FM briefly during an ad break to show you what we're up to. So we are upstairs and we've put the window frame extenders on. Around this window, and the tile batten's on, and we have cut first piece, the other bits we did previously either side. So this is just the tricky bits around the window that we're doing this weekend. So cut this to shape, and Tom is now screwing it in. And then also on the cards for today and tomorrow is to cut and screw in a bit for there, and then just there where Tom's standing, and then underneath the window. So that is the plan for the rest of today and tomorrow. Yep, that's what we're up to. The sun is shining, the bees are out, the washing is dry, and so far I haven't run into any problems, which is always nice. I'll see you a bit later. Well, it's been a tricky afternoon, but as you can see, we are now with another bit of plasterboard. So it was so difficult to get it exactly cut correctly, and as you can see, I didn't quite manage to get it right, but it was just so hard to get it cut right, so it was right butting along that join here and around that rafter and there, and then around the window as well. There's so many different bits to measure exactly right, but we've got it on, and we've almost put the plugs back because the plasterboard comes out further. Some of the cables in the plug are now not quite long enough, so we need to do some problem solving on that one. One of them's fine, but the wires come into that one, so that one was all right, but then they go from that one into this left-hand one, so a couple of them aren't quite long enough to go back in where they should. We've pulled the internet cable through. This is our Cat6 cable, which runs all the way from the house, so that's come through up there, and the idea is we can plug the router into there and then build a little shelf here for the router to sit on, and then we can shorten these cables. They're ridiculously long. There we go. Can shorten those to plug into the router over there. There we go. Right, so this is all neat and ready for some of the trims to go back on, and then tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, will be much easier because we've just got those two square bits to do, so there won't be the fiddly cutting around fiddly bits, which is what took the time this afternoon. There's just that bit which is going underneath the window, and then we need to cut a rectangle to go there. That's the plan. I've created quite a bit of mess, but that's what happens when you're cutting plasterboard. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Well, it's tea and hot cross bun time on day 2, and as you can see, we've done a bit more. So that one's in, that one's in. The plugs are both back on. Quick trip to Screwfix to get what we needed to extend those wires. They're the terminal blocks and more cable than you can shake a stick at. And we've reconnected those plugs. The internet's back on, which means that the Hall of Fame is back on the Google speakers rather than on our phone. So we were really pleased with that progress. Trims are back on too. And we thought, oh great, we're about done. And then we went down to the bathroom and well, I'll show you. I'll pop downstairs. Yeah, so here in the bathroom we realised we hadn't done that bit below the window because we wanted to crack on with the larger pieces upstairs first. And we didn't have a piece big enough for under the window, but Tom has very, very neatly put in a little triangle in there. So that has completed the insulated plasterboard, which is really good. The last bit of plasterboarding to do is this corner. Tile battering is on. We're going to do the so this piece here is too short, as you can see. So we're going to put a little bit down in the corner. This will be behind the shower anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we're going to leave that not put in until we've bought the shower, because we don't know exactly where we're going to want the cable to poke out to put the electric shower on. So that's going to be left for another day. And that's about it. I think once we've done that little rectangle, we'll tidy up and call it a day, because we're really pleased with how we've got on.